Hello, everybody. This is Victor here from Trend Following Trading for Beginners, and here's my weekly update on my sample trading portfolio coming up next. Hello, everybody. It's New Year again now, 2020, and I wish everybody a Happy New Year. Since the last few days, of course, we have the New Year celebration, and but for me, basically, the biggest thing is two things over this few days. Mainly is basically on Friday there was this strike by U.S. to Iran in Iraq, killing a Iranian general as well as a Iraqi general as well, and which causes the oil price to shoot up, and obviously gold shoot up greatly. And I've been saying it in I think my last couple of episodes as well, talking about possible surge in gold prices and also watch out oil prices, and they both went up basically totally due to some unforeseen circumstances. Nobody knows Donald Trump is actually trying to or planned something, and that is this strike coming in basically 2 days into the new year. It's a bit of sad stuff for me anyway. He's very happy to have a new year, but then within a couple of days we have human beings killing other human beings, and just rather sad. Whatever Donald Trump said, these guys have committed whatever planning or atrocity against the U.S. People. I just feel that why can't they just go to a court of law properly or go to NATO instead of just be American again being a judge and a jury, and then basically just dish out its punishment at the end of the day and then just killing people. This is one of the things that worries me a lot because back from the World War II, when America were adamant want to get involved in Europe or in Asia, until Germany U-boats sunk a couple of boats from America to Europe, and then obviously Pearl Harbor, Japanese attack American Navy, and basically just drag America into both Europe and into Asia, and obviously World War II. We all know the score, but then it looks like from there on, from a country that don't want to, interfere other people's what they're doing, or even though they have war on the outside border, to a country who basically just tell the world what to do, and any dispute, anything. And it's settled by bombs like this. I understand U.S. want to protect itself, fine, but going to another place, killing somebody else, and also high-ranking officials. So it's like if it very much worries me to if whatever, let's say, for example, the Chinese don't play ball with the American, is American going to strike some of the places in China, or just kill some of the generals in there, or same thing in North America, North Korea. We have people testing the nuclear bombs and stuff up there. Doesn't play ball with American. Does Donald Trump going to send something, a missile over there? It raises a question also to what happened to I don't know, Latin America. Can they send bombs around? They already have a history. U.S. government has a history of interfering in other countries within Latin American area. Would they escalate? And this raises a lot of questions like, will one American president sign something, for example, Iran deal, the negotiated deal, so Iran don't go to do any develop a nuclear bomb. Obama signed that off, and then Trump said, "Oh, those are poo. I want to get out of it." Basically, get out, and then now starting, doing some stupid thing in my view to Iran. So how can you expect people trust American foreign policy, which due to Israel is already not very popular over there, and going around, American just going around telling everybody what to do and have naval base around the place, and then do some attacks like this. The other thing is, can we actually trust what Donald Trump's been saying? Look at his tweets about all sorts of different things, and how much can we actually believe what he said? I mean, he's a person who recently tweeted something to try to expose who the whistleblowers who got him impeached. Those kind of things is quite scary scenario. Obviously, on the other hand, if you look at allies of U.S., Saudi journalists got killed last year, got dismantled, and that was in Turkey, wasn't it? This basically just got chopped to pieces. And okay, many people go to jail for it, now it's been death sentence. But what have they done to the Saudi government? Have they actually put sanction against it? Now it's really very much hush hush. You just let the Saudis, rule of law, do its things, but there's no what you call American coming out is or gun blazing, say Saudi did bad, not doing what human rights is, and go around and then put some sanctions on. They say so loudly about against in the Middle East as well as the Chinese and things, and now when Saudi Arabia did something, the rumors that the prince actually authorized it. Cannot be proven. I don't know, but if a country killing its members like this, it's a bit scary as well. And then U.S. didn't do much on the other hand, and then that's sort of like a worrying start at the start of the year. But for trading wise, it's been great. I've been positioning myself with oil and gold, silver. Quite well, and I expected to go up this year, but I didn't expect so quick right into the new year. A couple of days and already move up quite 15-20%, which is relatively good for me. The other thing is obviously Donald Trump has twisted and said, okay, U.S. and China is going to sign something on the 15th, but if you look at what the Chinese media on the same subject, they haven't said anything much either. So it's very much just like before, very much one-sided, American-sided. On the 15th, Chinese did come out, but more or less saying the similar things before that. They want to negotiate, and they want each side to respect each other's rule of law and the way they are, and have a peaceful negotiation. But didn't go into much of a detail, and those only, in the Chinese side, only low rankings government staff. On the American side, just keep on having high-ranking officials saying, deal is very close, just a little bit, things need to be done. Then move the December 15th deadline back. And now, Donald Trump comes out saying, I think there's some media saying Chinese PME or somebody had a high-ranking official from China supposed to went to America last week to sign something, first week in January and things like that, and haven't heard anything so far. And what's going on? And suddenly Donald Trump tweets on 15 Chinese and American just go sign some deal with no details. What type of deals they're going to sign? Is it what Donald Trump's been saying, just agricultural and with some banking reforms in China and also IPs reforms and stuff? No one knows, and just rather everybody's guessing. And who knows, 15th might not be the time, like I said before. Chinese New Year is coming in of the month in January, and will the Chinese come over on the 15th to sign something? I don't know in America, and it just very much so far, as far as I'm concerned, very much one-sided. American keep on saying something's going to happen, Chinese keep quiet or not mention much about any possible deals, and basically the market just go up and down like yo-yo, and obviously you got a U.S. Donald Trump impeachment, and now the news on Friday about the drone strike in Iraq, and possible, all this rhetoric coming out from Middle East, from Iran, of possible retaliation against U.S. interests. It's just scary start for the whole year. And also from all of this that's happening on Friday, especially, something got buried in the news. I don't think anything has been said so far yet. Is the manufacturer ISM output, which basically it has purchasing manager index gone to 47.4, which they was expecting about 48 or something be higher. still below 50, but at least higher. A bit of improvement, but it didn't. So stay below 50. So it's like contraction, and with the stock market but doing the reverse, everything goes sky high. The other thing, if you look at the repo rate, basically, the repo market in America is still happening. American Federal Reserve is still buying treasury notes from different banks to help to pump liquidity into the system. And if you look at the Federal Reserve balance sheet, just Google and look at the curve. It's just continue going up and up and up. Ever since September last year. And when is it going to stop? This is the type of thing. The net result similar to quantitative easing, when government buying government bonds short term, this should change to long term, but still provide liquidity. And into the financial market in America, and Federal Reserve just keep on increasing the balance sheets. At the moment, it's back up to 4.1 trillion US dollars. We first should go back to I think 4.5 or almost 5 at the peak back in 2015 at that kind of area. So this is just all worrying, and this is just how news are coming out, and obviously all this stuff going on, and then UK is end of January now, coming to end of January. It's got a Brexit, and the British pound's moving up and down quite a lot, and obviously the fight affect everybody. So on one hand, I make a bit of money on oil, gold, and silver, but lost quite a bit on the British pounds against US dollars, the Japanese yen, New Zealand US dollars, euro against US dollars, all came down somewhat. And that's just how it is. So trend following is based on its best. Some news comes up, you might be positive on some of your trades, but same news might be the reflection from the market might come out to be negative, and then you might not making too much overall. But this is just life. This is how trend following is. One market may go up, market might come down at the same time. So generally in trend following, you have 10 stock trend following, 10 stock or index, whatever, or currencies. When it's working, it's like 7, 8 of them working, but you have a couple of them not working. And on the reverse, when things are not working, you have a couple of them that's working, making you money, but 7 or 8 of them just not working. So overall, you're losing money at that way. But we just take whatever the market gives us. Sometimes it's positive, some of the time it's negative, and trend following, we just try to catch the fat tail, the outliner, and be there to catch the unexpected. Like just look at oil and gold and silver. The setup is there, the trend is there. I'm getting ready for higher prices on these commodities and stuff, but who knows? Suddenly it's US do an airstrike and then move this market up, for in a very short space of time. And these are the type of things that trend following is designed to catch the unexpected and make you money. Obviously, others are not as good on the British pounds, euros, and stuff. But overall, it's still positive week for me anyway. So on that note, here's just a quick update on what the market have done over the last week. Okay, first off the bat is Apple. Medium, long, and short term are all buy. Next is Amazon. Short term is a buy, medium term is neutral, and long term is a buy. So basically, for the S2 system, the Turtle System 2 system, basically on Amazon is just giving multiple signals up and down. So that's what's going on at the moment, because the choppy market. So that's just how it is at the moment. So for S2, this is neutral for Amazon. Next is Australian dollar. Even though with the most recent up and down, down for on Friday, across the board is still a buy. So short term, medium, and long term are all a buy. Brent crude, obviously, and also crude oil, WTI. Both of them has been affected by Friday. We got over 4% on the go, but overall, is all these two oil trade are buy across the board. So just sit tight and let the market do its things, and then capture the profit and see how it goes. Next is DAX, continue moving up, and across the board. So short, medium, long term across the board. Dow Jones, same thing here across the board. It's a buy. So short, medium, long term is a buy. FTSE 100 not moving as much as the index in America, but it's still a buy across the board. Short, medium, long term is a buy. Gold, well, you know the score I said earlier. Somebody go up quite a lot. I think it was like broken the 1500 during end of December, and then this couple of days just showed up now 1550 area. So across the board, medium, short, and long term are all buy for gold. Hang Seng continue just like last week, is buy across the board. Short, medium, long term all buy. Nasdaq obviously following Dow Jones is buy across the board as well. Short, medium, long term all buy. Next is Nikkei. Nikkei basically is buy as well, but it's got a bit of fluctuations, but it's basically buy across the board, short, medium, long term as well. Silver's foreign gold, but not as much. So short term is a buy, long term is a buy, but medium term is still neutral, just like last week. The Chinese yuan against US dollars. US dollar against Chinese yuan is sell again on short term, and then sell in medium term as well, and basically still neutral on long term. So it looks like one thing observation in here is 200 days moving average is holding, so that means the price probably will bounce up a bit from here on the 200 day moving average line about 6.962. But I'm not sure how much bounce it might get if if there's a deal going on. Then most likely the Chinese government is going to let the Chinese dollar against the Chinese yuan against the US dollars to appreciate. And we'll just have to see how it goes, if there's any signing thing at all. Next is US dollars against Japanese yen. Is sell short term and long term, and neutral in medium term. British pounds against Japanese yen, buy still short term, but long and medium term is neutral now because of the recent fluctuation on Friday. British pound against US dollars still buy across the board. Just hold on, hanging there, still there by the skin of his teeth. So short, medium, and long term is still buy. Bitcoin is same as last week, sell. Medium term, sell short term, and long term, medium term is still neutral. One thing though, if you look at the repo situation, basically the Fed's balance sheets increased since August time, August September time, and then you look at that curve for increased balance sheet and America and US Fed's balance sheets, and against what three major indexes and DAX and Hong Kong index and Nikkei as well. If you look at those during around September August area, you can see the trend basically starting to change on all these indices and try to move up. So it looks like to me basically is the whole thing about the repo rate is Bank A supposed to lend Bank B money, so that and at the end of the day so the Bank A have more liquidity, so it can be within the boundary, the legal boundary of the Federal Reserve limit or liquidity limits, all sorts of things, and give yourself cash flow, so to speak. So that's what they normally do. Now, obviously, Bank A need the money. Bank B now don't want to lend that much or don't want to lend at all. So government comes in from Federal Reserve comes in and give you a bit more liquidity in the system. But remember, this was sold to us back in October 2019. That's just a short-term blip in the system because there's tax or some other loan need to be paid around a similar in that week or something. But then the Federal Reserve comes in and says, "No, I'm going to buy." Provide liquidity and buy treasury bond from these banks up to the first quarter of this year, maybe longer as well. And basically, American US Feds had become the bank of last resort and basically provide liquidity. And those probably rates quite low. And you've seen what happens. And from my point of view, is the banks it basically using this low interest rate means borrow money from the government, so to speak, and instead of just providing liquidity for themselves, just so they stay within the limitation of the U.S. law, financial law, but it's also using the extra money to basically go out around the world and just buy up the indexes, buy up the shares or move the indexes. And it's not just the American phenomenon; it's happening in the DAX, which is Germany, and CAC as well, which is France, and Nikkei. And in Japan, and also you can see that in the Hong Kong index as well. It sort of moved up last couple of months. So it looks like there's this war money coming out, cheap money coming out, and again, American indices go up, continue to go up, There's just defying gravity, just continue to go up, but something has to come down, and when it comes down, it'll be quite bad. But God knows when it will happen. So long as the U.S. government, through Federal Reserve, continue pumping money into the repo market. Basically, they don't call it quantitative easing, but as far as I'm concerned, the net result is still the same, and increase the balance sheet in the U.S. Federal Reserve. And very soon it will go back up to, I think, 4.9 or something trillion. Very soon discontinue. It's definitely will hit that again in this year if discontinue. And what does that mean in America? And all this loose money floating around, and just going to make everything more expensive. And God knows what happened. And then if the U.S. dollar is coming down as well, losing its purchasing power, and I think commodity and oils definitely go up through the roof, and don't know what happens to the index, and probably just gone up as well. So are we going to continue maybe looking at another year of super high return on the indexes around the world, continue from since 2009? God knows, but just like it feels so unnatural now. We've got like 10, 11 years. I think this will be the 12 years of unbroken growth, so to speak, in America on the stock market. Let's say just for American is concerned, it's gone up so much. And I'm just worried what happened when things have to be repaid. Who is going to repay it? American? Maybe. So the shares around the world, not just in America now. So the European probably suffer, as well as people in Asia. And the other things nobody talk about much is the Chinese is also selling. I think later part of last year already, Treasury bond, basically U.S. Treasury bond, is not buying much. And I think last month there was a report that when the Federal Reserve was selling Treasury bonds, it's end up similar to the Japanese central government bought some, but mostly I think 60 or 7% is still purchased back by the Federal Reserve themselves. So it's like it just lending money right hand to left hand within America, and just pumping more money into the system. So the stock market continue to go up. Everybody feel happy with U.S. election coming up end of this year. And if this continues, then we definitely see the U.S. Fed's balance sheet just continue to go up. And if this continue, then I'm thinking next year when I don't know what happened with the new president coming in. Will it be Donald Trump still or somebody else? The markets might tank a bit. It's just tradition, so it doesn't really boil down too well for next year kind of thing. Just worry about while it's happening, who cares? The market is going to do its stuff and it's going up and down. It's a trend follower, just gonna ride the bucking bunko and just ride the wave and then just make the money. So we just have to wait and see. So we just started the year, and last year I think American gone up like 20% or something, quite very, very well. And so we'll see how it goes. Also this year we have Olympic is happening in Japan. So the Japanese government probably want the yen coming down, so it's just easy for people to exchange money and buying things in Japan stuff. So we just have to watch out the yen as well. So basically that's how I see it. The very first couple of days in the year, who knows what will happen, but it just rather worrying start with drone killing people already. More thing like first thing in the morning for new 2020. It's a bit scary, but hopefully we can make some money here and make everybody make some money, either up market or down market, and continue just use trend following and see how things go. So this is the end of my podcast for today, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye for now.